Hello, welcome to Common Clutter with Tracy. I'm Tracy and I'm a mother of two with a fur baby and a husband. So we have a very busy household. So today I'm going to take you along the first week prep of Shelftember. If you haven't heard of Shelftember, go check out Jordan Page from funcheaperfree.com, and she has a huge following, kind of how you do it. But I'm going to do it on my own take of how I do it. So come along with me today. So with the Shelftember, it is essentially using what you have in your house, using your shelves, whatever you have left in your house. We fortunately do have a stockpile, so if you don't have a stockpile, it doesn't sometimes work that well. But we do. I have a tendency to buy bulk a lot. So I have a bunch of meals that I've planned, and I have gone grocery shopping, and I have my haul to show you as well. It's a super simple haul, and I only spent 48 bucks. So I live in Canada. Jordan uses a budget of 25. But she also lives in the States. So I live in the northern part of Canada, which tends to be expensive, and I live about an hour and a half away from any major city, so that also adds to our price. So, and it's not cost effective sometimes to go to the city to buy groceries. I might in one of these weeks, but as of right now, I'm just buying everything from Walmart for now. Sorry about my dog in the background. It's okay, puppy. Okay, so for some of my recipes, I'm going to prep them today. That'll probably be in another video because this video is probably going to be pretty long. So, puppy, it's okay. So I have a few meals that I'm going to make this week. So the first meal is going to be pulled pork. And then also Philly cheese sliders, like hamburger on a hamburger bun, and spaghetti pie, and cranberry chicken. And then Friday we are going out because it is my birthday, so I'm not cooking on my birthday, but that's about it. So we'll go, yeah, we're gonna eat out on Friday, and that's probably, we're limiting our going out to twice this month, so because we've had things already planned for the being out, and because we live so far away from a city, it's hard. So we will be doing those meals. Any recipes that I find, I'll tag them in below, and I'll let you know where I got the recipes from. Okay, so I'm going to take you through my kitchen for a quick second and see what we need to kind of declutter out of our pantry. My mother-in-law was here the last week here, so she bought a lot of junk food, but that's okay. We will clean her out and get it all together. I had to start my dishwasher, so hopefully it's not making too much noise in the background, and my husband just started mowing, of course. Okay, back to normal now. So this is our pantry. We have this pantry and we have one downstairs as well. And I think I'm just going to condense and figure out what's in there. Like, there's a bag of cereal here. That my kids eat. And an empty container. Put the two together. Like, it's not that hard. But that's kind of what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take you along with me. are Tupperware pantry containers, and I just use a dry erase or a wet erase. This is a wet erase, so it has to be wet to get it off. And then you can have how much it takes for your pasta to do. And these just sit on my freezer. And I decant a lot of my stuff into my Tupperware just so that they last a little bit longer. And I can see how much I have instead of all these little bags everywhere. That's my biggest pet peeve, I would say. Yeah. And because my daughter cooks in this kitchen too, I always kind of like cut out the little instructions and I tape it to the container, either inside the container or on the outside, just depends. We eat potato pearls. My son doesn't care for the texture, but instant mashed potatoes perfectly fine. Our absolute favorite ones are from Costco, but we no longer have a Costco card, so we have to get somebody to get them for us. So hopefully one of our friends can pick up some for us. Okay, so the next part of September, shelf-tember cooking kind of thing I want to do is take a tour of my fridge. My fridge is very full right now, and I only spent 48 bucks. Like, I didn't buy a whole lot, but because I've thought about what we're eating, I've either prepped things or we have a lot of leftovers, which we eat for lunches usually. So I'll take you into the fridge. Okay, so in my mind, this fridge is very chaotic right now, but it is what it is. So my mother-in-law bought me hummus because she knows I love hummus. And so she bought me this pack because we don't have it here. I've never been able to find it. So I've been eating those for lunch, which is super nice. A little bit more margarine that we needed. And this was a leftover from lunch today from the kids. And then because teenagers are frankly lazy, I cut the oranges just like little wedges, stuff like that. If they do not eat them all before they go a little funky, then I will make my orange cleaner out of this. I use the same cleaner as Angela from, oh goodness, Deck Kickin' Mom. That's what it was. So it's just the rinds are soaked in vinegar. Works like a charm. So then we have these little glass jars. I got them on sale, or containers. I got them on sale at Canadian Tire, and I absolutely love them. I also use baking dishes because they fit so nicely in my fridge. So this is roasted cauliflower from last night, and I'm the only one that eats cauliflower, so I usually cook it all so then I can have just roasted cauliflower for a side dish for myself. And then these are hard-boiled eggs for lunch. And then we have a head of lettuce. And then I think my mother-in-law bought that cottage cheese, but I'm gonna make, because my family doesn't care for fat-free cottage cheese. It's too, I don't know, they don't like it. But I have a recipe for spaghetti pie. I'm gonna make that. And then I made cottage and salsa, but didn't have any chips, so that's just gonna stay there for now. So I didn't want to throw it away. Maybe it'll be a snack for today. And then I have pulled pork sandwiches on the list. So I bought a bag of coleslaw, and I just make the slaw and put that on to the thing. A tiny little bit of cream cheese for a bagel if we have, and then some apples and a tomato. I don't usually put tomatoes in the fridge, but we are having really bad fruit flies right now, so pretty much everything's in the fridge if I can get it in here. And then we have behind, oh, I'll take that out again. And behind these containers, so this is just olives that we have for sandwiches or whatever. Then we have mozzarella cheese and diced tomatoes. And then this is already washed, cut up lettuce, romaine, and then mushrooms. These mushrooms, oh, at least 2 weeks old now. And they last forever in these Fridge Smarts. Love them. Had them for probably close to a decade now. And I like how they just tuck in the back. Everything kind of fits around with them. And then I get eggs from a local farmer who brings them to my parents' business. So I get cheap eggs, thankfully, because we go through a lot. And then yogurt. My kids just like this yogurt. My son doesn't eat anything with flavor, so it's all vanilla for him. And then I'm lactose free, so, or lactose conscious, I guess. So I eat yogurt sometimes and cottage cheese. So that's my favorite one, is the unsweetened vanilla. So good. And then 2 jugs of milk. Then we have some peas and some carrots left, tomatoes. A watermelon I'm gonna chop up for lunches, and some green peppers for Philly cheese for this week. Okay, so this is my freezer. So we have veggies, fruit, and meat. So there's some lunch meat that was frozen, some ground beef. Then I made some banana muffins yesterday, put them in there, and also some bread and some homemade pizza pops and some hash browns, some pie dough, things like that. It's pretty simple. And then I do freeze some of my tomatoes if I don't use the whole can, as well as chicken stock. So it's super good. So I have one of these from the dollar store. It's just a pad of paper that's got a magnet on the back. It fits on my fridge perfectly. I've had it for years, but they still have them. They might have different designs, but it's the same idea. So you can also use our dollar store, which doesn't have a whole lot of stuff, actually has whiteboards right now that would be really cute if I had enough space in my kitchen, but I don't. So this sits on my fridge, and I kind of like plan out my day. So we're home Monday, Tuesday, like my husband and I are both home for breakfast and for lunch those days, to get the kids to school and stuff like that. We took the days off. And then we have my birthday dinner that's going to be at the Legion. And today's lunch is usually on the Sunday, because I usually grocery shop either on the Friday or the Saturday. So it's sometimes, if it was a Sunday start, it would be pretty handy actually. But it works. It does the job. So so I kind of, if we have activities on a Wednesday, I'll put activities at 6:30, just so I know that supper has to be done, or, you know, planned to do a crock pot or something like that. So that's a big trick for mine. Then I have this like scrap piece of paper that I just have kicking around, and so I kind of like, I'm gonna prep some waffles after I'm done this video and video that one, and some pasta salad, and we're gonna make some granola bars for lunches, as well as finish up our meal plan. So this week's meal plan, I'll post a picture of the meal plan today on my Instagram account at Clutter, and it will be there so you can follow along with us on our shelf timber. So we're gonna do Monday is gonna be pulled pork sandwiches with a coleslaw top and probably a side salad or some home fries. I haven't decided yet. And the sides, I'm kind of not like super like super strict on. Sometimes the sides are leftover sides from the day before, I make a big salad and it lasts us a couple days. So it just depends. And then on Tuesday, we're gonna have Philly cheese on a bun or a wrap, depends. I think we might have enough wraps for that. And then we'll have a spaghetti pie, which I'm going to prep that tomorrow, so it's ready to go, and that will be Wednesday. So I'm just going to freeze that in the freezer, because Wednesdays we're back to activity days, so we need to keep on top of having dinner on time, and I work all day. So that's Wednesday's spaghetti pie. I'll post the recipe for the spaghetti pie in either the comments below or on my Instagram page. And then we're gonna have cranberry chicken, which I'll also find the recipe for that. It's really easy. It's just cranberry, whole cranberry sauce, canned cranberry sauce, but whole berry, and Catalina dressing, about a cup. I just eyeball it now, and a package of onion soup mix, and then whatever kind of chicken you have. I use chicken breasts, chicken legs, thighs, drums, whatever. Super yummy, and everybody eats it in our house, so that's a plus. And I either use the potato pearls for that, or I use mashed potatoes or some sort of pasta or rice, whatever. It kind of depends on what we have left over. And then my birthday dinner. Saturday might be a leftovers, because with all of that food we might have some leftovers. So, but most of the time leftovers are what my husband and I take for lunch. So we don't have like leftover supper nights a whole lot. If we do have a leftover supper night, it's usually a planned leftover supper. So I'm either cooking 2 chickens or 4 pounds of ground beef, and then I'm making another meal out of that meal. So sometimes if I make spaghetti sauce, the first day it's just spaghetti, noodles, whatever, but then the next day or the day after that, it will become a chili. So it's kind of using, and then I'll add some more tomatoes or beans and stuff like that, and it works really good. And then you're not wasting food, which is always my goal. So I hope that you can follow along with Shelftember, and go check out Jordan's page. She's awesome. As well as go follow me on Instagram, so you can get behind the scenes and what's actually happening day by day with the Shelftember, and grocery shopping, and kind of filling in the food areas, things like that. So go check me out on Instagram at Clutter, and I hope to see you there, and subscribe to this channel so you can keep up with us with our Shelftember this month. And have a good day.